let's build a Google form. We're going to go to our drive and go to New, and then we'll go down to More, Google Forms. And now you have a choice of doing a template as well. But for right now, we're going to do this here, and we're just going to call this, we're going to name it. And then we have a question here. So we'll go ahead and do you eat breakfast? And then this probably is going to be the best to be a multiple choice. So we'll just say add all. And I don't want this maybe question answer, so we'll get rid of that one. We're going to make this a required question. I can duplicate this question if I want, or I can delete the question right here. So I'm going to add a section now, and my choices here are adding a question, adding a title and description, an image, a video, or a section. And let me just show you how these sections work. So I'm going to say yes answers, and then I'm going to add a question to the yes answers, and I'll say, what is your favorite breakfast? And now you can do a multiple choice here, or we can do any of these other options. I'm going to actually do a drop down, and so we'll do pancakes, cereal, French toast, and you can put as many as you want. We have to also make this required. Now I'm also going to add another a section here, and I'm going to title this one No Answers. And again, I can add a description. Now I'm going to add a question. If schools provided breakfast, would you eat? And then I can say add all. So I can go off of here as well. I can also add another question, and let me just kind of ask that question there, and we can go ahead and just say yes, no. And we can, oh, I forgot to make these required. So here we'll make this required. Now let's just say that I wanted to move this question. If you see, I get that arrow, I can just click and drag. Oops. Sorry, that's the answers. I can just click and drag my questions and move them wherever I would want them to be. And actually, I'm going to just go ahead and delete this question. So now I'm going to come back up here to my first one. My first question, and what I want to do here is I want to come over to these three little dots here, and I want to go to a section based on the answer. So if my answer is yes, I want them to go to the yes answers. If the answer is no, I want them to go to the no answers. And then on the yes answers, we can also come here and just say no, we don't want them to do anything, because then when it's done, they'll just submit the answers. And here we might want to add some more sections, and if they said yes, ask some questions, and then no, ask some other questions. So I've got some other choices here for my form. I can change the color, or I can even add an image here, and you can put some images here. Let's see if we can find something good with food here. Well, not a lot of food, I guess. Well, I guess we could just use this one with a cup of coffee here. Let's go ahead and select that. And then I can preview my form and see what it's going to look like. So then I can just kind of practice doing this. So if I go yes, it should take me to what is my favorite breakfast, and then I have my drop down. All right, I'm going to go back to the edit. And a couple other things that I want to show you is you've got some settings here. So you can collect the email address from the person who does this. You can restrict it to just the Gunnison users. You can limit it to one response, and so on and so forth. There's some settings there. Here, right here, you can also make a copy of your form, move to the trash, get a link, print, etc. Add your collaborators. To send it, this is how you send. So I can create a link right here, and I can also shorten the URL if I want to. However, I still find that very difficult to use. So the other thing that you can do is, let's go ahead and copy that. You can put this on a web page or a maybe in Classroom if you have using Classroom, or the other thing you can do is do a QR code generator. And any of these work. I kind of like this one because you can change the color of the code. So all you do is just put the address right there. You can change the color of your QR code, and then you just hit the download QR code, and once it's finished, there it is. It didn't change the color for me, and then you can copy it and paste it, and so on and so forth. It's free.